do this. I believed in hard work from an early age. I had a paper round since I was 11, getting up at 6 in the morning, 7 days a week for like £12.50. Got into high school and started making mixed CDs and mixtapes and selling them. Artists like Tupac and Eminem. I remember getting caught listening to the new Eminem album, which was a Slim Shady LP, on a Walkman, and the teacher said, "I want to listen to that, let me hear it." And then he said, "Can you do me a copy of that?" And I charged my own teacher. I went from doing stuff like that and always having ideas and like, oh, maybe I could make money doing this, maybe I could do it. But I never followed through with it because I was too much into hanging around, acting the clown, getting drunk from 14, 15. And that carried on. I would just be out all the time, just getting in a mess and not really applying myself. Every school report is like, Chris has so much more potential, he's not using it. So I left school, I went to sixth form first and got kicked out in the first year. Went into an apprenticeship at a pharmaceutical company. They didn't keep me on, so what else can I do to avoid a job? So it was college. Eventually I got my first sales job, and on the first payday, I moved out into my friend's house. I just said to my dad, "I'm going, like, can you give me a lift?" And that's when things got even worse on the drink. I was in a house full of single lads, and we were just absolutely smashing the booze every weekend. I ended up getting fired from there, so I went to this call centre, rows of desks, headsets, timed toilet breaks, you weren't even allowed an open mug. And I was just remember thinking, like, is this it? Like, is this all I'm gonna get? So I stuck it through, made a couple of good friends there, and again, not through skill, but just through emulating some of the best people, put in more effort than them, and then I'd always just be top of the board for sales. I started to work under this one lady who I was mighty attracted to, and that is now my wife. That's now Amy and me. And then finally, this best friend that I've met at the call centre broke, because I've been pestering him for about 2 years, like, "Get me a job at your marketing agency, please." He's like, "What do you know about marketing?" I was like, "Nothing." I was like, "But I'll outsell everyone." The first month, got a deal in, which is unheard of for the company. Outlasted everyone, signed some massive brands, made them a few mil. And yeah, that's when this stuff started. I didn't really have any desire to work for myself at this stage. I started working at the marketing agency and it was fun. Working to actually going full-time in my own business was not an easy one. There were a few conversations that I had that made me think differently, but then my brother-in-law was killed, and that was a complete shock motorcycle accident. And yeah, that was hard. My sister ringing me from the scene, like, I can see him. I decided, like, if something can happen like that, if everything can be whipped from you, like, you need to do exactly what you want to do, and this business fulfills me more than the agency. So a couple of days later, obviously I had some time off work, I planted the seed and just said, "Look, I think I'm gonna move along." I had a bit of backup money, but we were not in profit as a business. Like, we were in the red. My dad then died as well. And it's weird because when my sister rang me to tell me about her husband, I thought that was gonna be the call about my dad. And it wasn't, it was about him, which was crazy. Like, sad. 17th of May, left work on the 1st of July. Dad died on the 14th of August. So yeah, a lot all jammed into, well, 3 months, just under. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go for this. And I started putting this content out, very B2B sales. A couple of people reached out to me like, "I could do with your help." I'm like, "Help?" Like, okay. And someone who was a bit more involved in the space said to me, like, "You should be charging a lot more." So I just said to the next person, I was like, 2.5 grand. She paid on the call. And that's when I was like, oh shit. I went and spoke to him and I was like, could be something in this, you know. So that's when I really started to take it seriously. Came up with this package and crafted content to clients, ramped up the content. I know about hooks and headlines and attracting attention. I just went hell for leather, man. And yeah, it's paid off, big style. First 12 months since quitting my job, £250,000. Crazy. For a first year of trading in a brand new market, that's insane. We've serviced nearly 100 clients, seen hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds wins. It's the most fulfilling thing ever. I get more of a buzz now seeing a client have a 5K, a 10K, a 15K month than I do winning a new client myself. We've hosted like an in-person event. People flew in like from all over the world. I've had people cry on calls to me, like people messaging saying, "You've changed my life." Like, I've just had an exchange with a client saying, 2 months ago, before I met you, I was making no money, I have just made £11,000. That's why this work is important. People need to know that this is possible. Bit of hard work and a lot of focus, you can do anything you want. If you apply yourself, you shut off all the noise and go in the right direction, and you do it for a sustained period of time, you are going to win. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned, and I know clients have learned as well. It means so much to me to be able to help people and see them change their lives, because I know it's possible. People are everything. Connection. That's what I want to do. I want to connect people to what they want to do, and I want to connect with them while they do it.